Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing after another parlay victory from old Vincenzo. Join me on FanDuel. Use my links down below. I just hit another $160 off to another roll in the NFL divisional playoff rounds. We hit 700 last week, another 150 just now. We're killing it. The Bitcoin's had a little bit of a pump here on our new beautiful tablet that we got going on. I left the laptop at work, but you can see this is exactly what we pointed out to you earlier today. We thought it would come to 32,515 first, but it seems to be bouncing in the middle of this white support zone, and that 50-day moving average in red right here, see that in red? The price is trying to wick up to it, or you can look at it as the moving average is trying to trade down to the price, right? And then the 100-day and the 200-day, and I had this circled up here from our video this morning saying this blue ring right here was acting at, or this blue support was acting as support up here, and now it was going to act, I think it's a ring. It's now acting as resistance. It tried to get supported, fell through. Now it's in this white support box, which is the volume indicator where all the volume in the history of the coin's been traded, or recently in this pump from 8,000 all the way to 64. So now this should act as resistance as it hits the 37,000 or gets near the $37,223 or the 50-day moving average. And I think that's exactly what's going to go on. And that's what I warned about down here and back here when it looked like it was trying to consolidate. I thought the bigger move would have been from 32 all the way up to 37 and then down. But it looks like we started the move at 34.2. And currently we pumped up to 36, which is still a nice move. But as we zoom in now, and that's why we always start from a farther out time frame and work our way in for a probability-based, super simple, easy way to trade this manipulated market. And if you don't know where the price was coming from, you have not a firm understanding of how it's getting to where it's been. So how can you predict where it's going in the future, right, if you don't know what to look forward to? And this is exactly getting what we thought, getting very close to this upper area, and that's where we thought it would get rejected this morning, and that is my current. I think this is just a fake pump up. If we zoom out even farther in the daily time frame, you can see even if you had a fucking monocle, you couldn't see the volume because this price is coming down, and that is the blue ring right there, the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement, right? And that's the one you're back testing, and I think your next target is the next blue ring and the horizontal $28,133, or this blue ring down here is where you're coming to next in Bitcoin. I think you're going to get rejected up here. If you had a bigger pump, the orange ring is your ultimate rejection at 41,000 and then down. But I think you're going to get rejected on the back test, similar to how you got rejected on a back test there. I think that's exactly what this is going to turn out to be. The big hook nose Jew bearish reversal pattern. And I think we're coming down here to the 28,000 to 32,000 ring, right? And the Bitcoin, don't get fleece heisted and shisted. Don't get drawn in because it's been beat down so much recently. You see a little bit of life, you jump back in with all your money and you get stuck holding the bag. Same thing with the Doge. You're on the daily. It doesn't look very impressive. It looks very bearish. And it looks like we're coming down to where we have our little pointer pointing to on this blue ring, which the day is moved, and it's an uptrending. About 11 cents is where you're coming to next in Doge. And if you zoom into the 4 hour, it looks even more bearish, right? We're under the 200, the 100, and the 50, and the green, the blue, and the red, respectively, right? And now we're trying to consolidate up. And just like Bitcoin, we warned you about any consolidation up, these moving averages just like here and back there farther, the 50, the 100, and the 200, respectively, will beat this price down. And I believe this is where you're going down to next is 11 cents. Any kind of crazy pump over the 200-day moving average, you are not getting above that 25 cents. So if you're buying down here, speculating along anywhere down here, if you buy down here to speculate at 11 cent blue ring, if you bought here, if you're buying here, if you bought here, here, there, anywhere on this crash, that is where you sell. If it somehow gets up here before it breaches this 11 cents, you sell it up there because it's going to flush, right? So the warning has been set there because if you flush and can't hold this blue ring right here, you're going to trade quickly through the orange box, which is the last line of defense, aka get my shit together zone to the shit house, right? So you're going to trade really quickly through that and maybe have some brief support at the 49 cent level or the 4.5 cent level, and you're going to be going quickly down to the 2 cent level, right? Because I've been telling you since the Elon Musk and the Jeff Bezos nonsense that this price, as we zoom out, we'll leave that pointed at both of those. Your two next targets, 11 cents and 2 cents. I've been telling you with another industry exclusive pointer tool since way back here in the Elon Musk that this was a topping pattern when I was coming on the air back here. Telling you, as soon as he took the stage, that big flush right here was a 44.69% flush right after he took the stage. And I told you that was going to happen. And this whole way down, I told you, besides intermediate pumps off support, this price was going way down, and eventually coming to the shit house, right? But it's a big, long process. It's got to unwind. And everybody, is the bear market over here? No. Is the bear market over here? No. Is the bear market over here, 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 here? The whole time, you guys, I so many comments when it was here, think the bear market's over because it flashed down from 60, whatever, 72 cents down to about 13 cents on a flash drop one late evening in the spring. And then it pumped all the way back up to about 40, 50 cents. And everyone thought the happy days were there again, and to the moon it was coming. And it just got so repetitive by me, but it was true. This price was going to come down. And anyone that bought up here in the hype train last year by these charlatans on here telling you it was going way up into there somewhere. See all up here by the Bitfinex and the 1 day USD Dogecoin, the trading view. They told you the price way up there. And I said, no, it's not happening. It's going way down here. And our ultimate target has been way over there. And it's going to get there. So that's what's going on in the Doge. The XRP is another one I told you guys that thought this was just going to coil up and pump to $4. That last pump when it coiled from 6 cents to $2, it was a 4-year consolidation to the downside, coiling, we're ready to go. The same thing in the this year. That's why I told you it was never getting past that $2 mark. It was coming down, and this price was coming all the way down. And we've been on top of this with our ring system. We had this symmetrical triangle that our target is 23 cents on the green ring, and now we've breached the 72 cents, and we're coming down to our next target that we've been talking about, which is right here, and it's circled. Every time I have them circled, those are the targets that you're working towards, and the 47 cents is coming. Don't be fleece heisted and shysted by a little bit of a pump. We see we're on the daily. We're on the daily here. Let's zoom in a little bit closer on the 4 hourly. And again, that's why we're starting from the far out time frame. And you can see what I think is going on here is the same thing as Bitcoin, the same thing as Dogecoin, and the same thing in all these other coins. Right now, you're consolidating back up in a bearish continuation pattern. And I think you're going to hit the 72 cents and, again, conveniently enough, the 50-day moving average and get rejected, and it's going to end up coming down. This highs you're going to get up in this pump is 71 cents, but I think this 64 cents blue ring, 64, 65, 66 is going to knock this down, and before you know it, you're going to be sitting at 47 cents in XRP, and the same thing with old XLM. XLM's consolidating. This is kind of what we drew you earlier. That would have been the daily. It's taking a skinnier approach, but we're forming another bearish continuation pattern here, and as high as you're going to get is 22 cents. I don't think you're going to get that high. I think the 50-day moving average that's out ahead of everything is going to reject you up in around the 21 cent mark. Then you back test and bottom again on this blue ring, and as soon as you breach that, you're coming all the way down here to your next underneath target. If we zoom on out here, because these get spread apart here, your next target, if you breach this, is all the way down here, unfortunately. And XLM, we got to move this to the current day, is at about the 9 cent ring right here. That would be your next underneath target. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. Peace and love. Peace and love.